Hi guys, welcome to the very foggy Waikato. As you know, this is the largest region of the North Island of New Zealand. But how often do we really go somewhere outside Hobbiton or Hamilton? So this weekend we decided we'll go and explore the less known but still really stunning places of Waikato region. And at the moment we are somewhere near Waitomo Caves in a place called Kamahi Cottage. It is a nice 5-star farm stay. Wondering what's the difference between staying in a 5-star farm stay cottage and just a farm stay cottage. Well, there are so many details here that make your stay really luxurious. For example, they serve breakfast and dinner. Everything is home cooked. You can't see pancakes or waffles anymore. We have demolished them. And also, look at this selection of teas inside. There are like 8 or 9 types of teas you can have. In the bathroom there are robes and fluffy towels and even bath socks. Like, I have never seen a bath socks anywhere I stayed before, but they're so comfy. I literally slept in them this night because they're so cute. Upstairs is a really beautiful bedroom. And what I loved about this one are the fresh lavender bouquets, like a small little lavender flowers, and there are also fresh flowers over there. So all those tiny details make this stay really special. In order to get to this waterfall, you have to go through a private farm. But we had an experience of going through the farm full of sheep before, but we never had to pass by the cows. And it was so weird, to be honest, because we were really afraid of each other. Like, they were running around really scared and we were running around really scared. Just joking, we were walking really slowly. But it's a magical but a bit scary experience. Just be ready for it. Piece of advice: you'd better come here in the morning or maybe somewhere closer to sunset, because during the midday the sun is just above the waterfall and you can't see anything.
So the sign says it's about 60 minutes return, this track. We actually are not sure if it's true, so we decided to actually measure it up on our way back. The track itself is very easy to walk. There are no height difference. There are a couple of steps at the very end where the lookout is located. The other part is really easy to walk. So you can bring your kids, you can actually wear your jandals even. So it's actually exactly 30 minutes from the lookout to the car park. The signs are actually very good, so It's easy to follow, except one place, like the big road goes to where you don't want to go, so just make sure you follow the signs and you'll be okay. We are currently in Pio Pio, actually about 15 kilometers from that town, and this is the location that's called Hairy Feet. Hobbit movies fans know this location because this is one of the well-known locations from the movie alongside the Hobbiton, so there are two big locations here in Waikato. They usually do 2 tours per day at 10 o'clock and at 1 p.m. So of course it's about sunset time, so it's now closed, but it's still beautiful over here, and we're going to drive further because there are a couple of waterfalls and walks alongside this road, so we're continuing our trip.
Waterfalls I have ever seen. Just have a look at the height of it, have a look at all those steps and stairs, and there are trees behind the waterfall and the green light carpet on this. It's just, everything is incredible around here.
This is quite a magical place. It's actually quite dark because the bush is quite dense over here. The actual walk is about 10 minutes one way, and it's quite an easy walk. The thing is, when you go back, you actually climb quite a lot of stairs, which is a little bit difficult at the end of the day, probably, but they're not big and there are not a lot of them, so it's still quite easy, so you can definitely bring your kids with you and enjoy this short walk because the waterfall is absolutely spectacular.
I have always been a big fan of Waikato's rolling hills and the tranquility of this region, but today we have discovered a whole different face of this place. Mighty big cliffs, epic powerful waterfalls. I'm so excited about what the next day can bring, but for today I think that's it. It's pretty much dark already, so we are going to Cambridge where we'll be spending the night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.